Starting with City Beauty lip oil as usual. I realized that there's a few seconds of a delay when a live stream starts. Um, and so I noticed, when I watch it back, that my first sentence is usually cut off. Um, so that's why I kind of hesitate. But anyway, today, this was City Beauty lip oil, of course. What else besides the MAC lip cushion that we're using? Today, we're going to be doing another member request, and we will be using MAC's Connecting Color Future Flames palette. And I didn't realize it until after back yesterday that tonight's look is going to look a little similar to last night's look, in the sense that it's going to be red based. So, this look is um, from the I Wanna Dance video from Whitney Houston that a member requested for me to do. And so that's what we're going to be doing tonight. I did mean to do my brows ahead of time. You can tell I did not make it. But we're going to get started. While I'm doing my brows, we're going to do the intro. And then we're going to jump into the look. Beautiful Joe! How are you? It's good to see you. We're doing a member request tonight. The video I Want to Dance with Somebody from Whitney Houston, that eyeshadow look. And so we're going to use our MAC Future Flames palette for that. And I'm interested to see how it turns out. It looked like she had a little bit of draping. The eye look is going to be similar to last night's, except she did have a little bit of smoke. And she does have a different eye shape than mine. She doesn't have this puff. But she did have the outer half of her lid was smoked out, so that'll be nice because I was like, another pink look. Hey Janessa, we're using Max Future Flame tonight for this look. I meant to bring little scissors over here that are in my bathroom because it's just, there's like 3 strands of brows that are taller than the rest. Like that old Sesame Street thing, not from Sesame Street, but let me know if y'all remember this, when they would show 4 blocks on the screen on the PBS channel, and they would show 4 blocks on the screen, and it was an item in each block, and they would sing the song, which one of these doesn't go with the other, that type of thing. Do y'all remember that from back in the day? So that's how yeah, my brows are. It's like one of these don't go with the other. But anyway, hey Janet. So I made sure not to watch. Well, actually, I just got up at 7:15, but I made it a point not to watch news before the live stream, so I wouldn't go off again. I watched it back, y'all. I was just like, girl, you tried to hold it in, but you didn't. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, I was trying to. Whew, it ain't work, as y'all noticed. One of these, yeah, one of these things not like the other. One of these things just isn't the same. Exactly. Yes, lock. Yup. Do that mix, because that's what it was. Do you remember that 2 lock from the PBS channel back in the day? One of these things don't go with the other. Oh, it's to turn it up. Yep. Y'all, we tell it our age, because that was how long ago? Oh, something interesting came across my feed yesterday, last night. The PBS, I don't know if it's I'll post it on my community. You know what? I did post it on my community tab. There's a documentary on WEB, wait a minute. WEB Du Bois. There's a documentary of him here on YouTube. And so I did start watching some of it. I didn't finish it. I think total it's like a couple hours long, maybe like 2 hours long. But it is very interesting. So if you like history, or if you know anything about him, I do suggest watching it. Even if you've never heard of him and you don't know about him, I suggest watching it. It's our history. And so I'm not going to go on any rants tonight, but, he was a pioneer in a lot of things for Black people. And it is interesting, as I said, because a lot of stuff I didn't know. Even about like where he went to school and where he got his education from, and he kept notes. I don't know if it was a diary or a journal, but they have different people reading his writing, and they're talking as if he's him. Common, he has a very nice reading voice, and so he speaks for W.E.B. Du Bois, and so he did document like some of his experiences and how he felt like when he first went away to college, and the things that he saw that he didn't see growing up in the South. And it's just really interesting reading from or hearing more about someone that was instrumental in learning and education and politics, and just hearing from their writings, like their experience going through that journey. And also what I'm thinking about just now is when we do things, or like when he went through what he went through. Hey Tanya, he didn't know, 2026 they were going to have a documentary on him. And so it's just fascinating how, and we know our choices have consequences, sometimes long term. So to have that history to go back and watch and listen to, it's just like, wow. You know what I mean? So I do recommend, whether you have heard of him or not, to watch the documentary or just run it in the background, because they are talking through it. Um, but I'm watching it too, because of course they're showing things as well. I think this is where we're going to leave our brows today, I say, as I keep going as far as the pencil side. Excuse me. So tonight, Tanya, is your look, your I Want to Dance with Somebody from Whitney Houston video. And I was thinking it's going to be similar to, we need to put some more right here. And I do have hair there. But the outer half of her lid, is this the Nature Boy thing? I don't know what the Nature Boy thing is. I don't know what that is, Janet. But so I was excited when I looked back at the picture. When I looked back at the picture and saw that the outer half of her lid was smoky. And it does look like there's a little bit of... No, it's about W.E.B. Du Bois. I did post it on my community tab. It's here on YouTube. I was like, what? What? W.E.B. Du Bois. W.E.B. Du Bois. And when they said his entire name, I'm like, oh, like I didn't... Either I knew or I forgot what his entire name was. Because I was like, that's just E.B. W.E.B. Du Bois. But yeah, he does have an actual name. But it is really interesting. And when I think back, and I know, and I'm not gonna go on a rant tonight. I'm not promising though. But we're very familiar with Edison, the telephone, who invented the light bulb, and Malcolm X. Those. Why does it sound reconnecting? So this is one of those people who I think is not in the forefront, but he did a lot of great things. And so in that sense, it is really. This one is further in. We're going to leave it tonight. Oh shit. Here I go messing my brows. And so just going back in history and hearing about his life and, things that he did is really interesting. So I do recommend for all of you to watch it. I think they look okay. When I was looking back at my brows last night, so tonight, Tanya, for your look, we're doing MAC Connecting Color Future Flames palette because it is a red base look. And she did have smoke, as I mentioned, on the outer corner, the outer half of her lid. And so we're going to dip into this brown. The inner portion of her lid look like, so we're going to use that. But I'll hold this up and show you what colors we're using and the names, because what? Hi, my name is Dion. I'm a label whore. And so, yes. So we're going to, I thought I was going to do the intro when I did my brows, but I didn't. There's a Netflix documentary about a cult leader currently in prison. He's called Nature Boy. I don't think I've heard of Nature Boy. And when you said that, I thought of a rapper, because they be having all sorts of names. Maybe I was thinking of Soldier Boy. I don't know, but I thought it was a rapper you were talking about. Oh shoot, y'all! Why you didn't tell me? I didn't put on eye cream. What's up with y'all? That's what we're going to do. We'll take a little bit on our finger, and we're going to mix it with the concealer. And I did just do skincare because I just got up at 7:15. So the brush that, let me see, can I get it in there? Yeah, I can. So we're going to take a lipstick applicator. All these things come in handy. And this is where we're going to put the eye cream. And then as we're blending the concealer, we're going to have the cream there. Hey, Alexandria. Yeah, I was surprised it popped up in my feed. I know, like months and months and months and months and months ago, I had said that I had been watching very little like makeup videos, um, and and because of that, a lot of other stuff is popping up in my feed, and so that popped up in my feed, and I went to the channel because I was going to subscribe to see what other documentaries they have. I don't think it was a PBS channel because below that video, like if you're on your phone or even if you're on your TV, you can scroll down and see what videos are underneath it. There was either something that said PBS documents or documentaries or PBS something, and we know that multiple channels will do similar things, and so I did not subscribe to it because what I saw, the thumbnail I saw was what I wanted to see, and that was on a different channel. But did I say hello to everybody? I think so. Janet, Joe, Alexandria, Janessa, Tanya, Black. Turn it up. Yeah, okay. So we got everybody so far that's speaking because there are more numbers showing than who's chatting. So if you're new here, welcome. Didn't I say I was going to be the intro? Hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. This is the Fenty Amplified Eye Primer. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? Crazy concept. Know that it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people have the audacity to tell you who and how you should be. How about you live your own life? You know what I'm saying? It's very freeing to just be who you are. You will find your people, and your people will find you. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique because that's what they're telling you in whatever video you're watching. I'm here to tell you. Wear whatever you want to, however you want to, using whatever techniques, whatever tools you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. You set your own standard for yourself. Here we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, never feeling like we have to. Thank you for the hearts. MAC Paint Pot and Groundwork. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. Just know that you are amazing the way you are. If you wear makeup, let it be because you want to, not because you feel like you have to. Just love the skin you're in. That's what we live by here. Replay crew, if you're hearing this for the first time, I hope it resonates with you. Those of you who have been here, TCTN, folk. I hope it is one of your daily affirmations. Just be yourself and love yourself for it. Wear what you want to and rock it. Multitasking, and of course, Janessa, I would expect nothing less because we are a multitasking bunch. So hello to anyone I might have missed, Janessa says, because she's multitasking. And I respect that because we do have a life to live, and because it seems as we get older, like there's a pocket in life where things are just always going, but then reaching a certain age, things somewhat slow down a bit, and maybe it feels that way to me because I'm retired, but believe me, y'all, my time be disappearing. I mean, I do keep busy, for real. And so I do appreciate when people don't live on their phones. Like, we got a life to live. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go get into this palette. I was going to say, did I do my brows? Girl. So we're going to take ASIM V27, the newer one, angled bristles, black handle. I know I say that all the time, and so I appreciate, and I think, yo, we didn't even, yo, what the hell? I didn't do the base face. What the hell? Because y'all know I do that before the What is happening? I forgot what I was saying. We're going to take Amber Lights this shade. Or we could just lay down a shade all over and then backtrack to the base face. And that's what we did. Another video. Well, not that this is a video, but I had, yeah. So we're going to take Samoa Silk, this shade. And we're just going to put this all over the lid with an Hourglass number 3 brush, because if I don't put some type of powder on here, and you could use translucent powder if you have the issues that I have with puffiness and hooded eyelids. If I don't put something here, this is going to crease, and then my mobile lid, this part of my mobile lid, like the center, will stick under the puff if I don't put something there. So we're just going to just put this on, and I'm glad it's not a color, and hopefully shadows will still stick the way they normally stick to the primer. When I did this in the video, it did. Everything still stuck fine. Y'all, I am just like, what is happening? Yeah, so do watch that documentary, or just play it in the background where you can hear it if you're doing other things, because it is a good one. And I'm not a history buff. A friend of mine is a history buff, and so I sent it to them, and they were like, "Oh, thank you!" And they said they did a report on him when they were like in 5th grade or something like that, and so they were excited. And they did say it popped up in their feed already. I'm not gonna say it's hot because I ain't complaining. It ain't 94, but we are. I'm gonna turn this fan on. I bought another one of these to put in my bedroom, so I like that it has a remote. So if I wake up and it's warm, I can just grab the remote and turn it on instead of having to get up. The one that was in my bedroom, it's like an off tannish type color, primarily World War II. T. Martinez. Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, that is so sweet. The one in my bedroom was like an off shade of tan, and I didn't want to put it here because everything here is black. But I moved the tan one from my room over in front of the balcony, and the little floor fan I put over near my sofa. So those two are the same colors, almost the same colors. That's black, and the ones in my bedroom are black. My 2 tabletops are black, but one of them you can mount, but I'm not. Milk Makeup, 1 pump. So we're gonna put this on. Yeah, y'all got 6 fans in here. Oh man, how are you doing today, T? We're gonna do 1 pump of the Luminous Fenty foundation. And we're gonna mix that together. The stars are pretty that you put after your comment. Thank you. Aw, that's sweet. I hope your day is going well. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot to say 2 things about me. Sometimes I curse because sometimes I curse. The other thing is there's an organism named Bruce that lives in my throat that likes to randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch in videos and in live streams. I did just eat breakfast. Had my usual breakfast. You know what? I don't know if it was breakfast because at like 5 o'clock this morning, I had what I call breakfast. I had an apple, an envy apple with some Gouda cheese. So I guess this will be lunch that I had, but it was oatmeal with Vietnamese cinnamon. So we're just pouncing this brush to blend out the foundation. And this is what we got. Message held for review. Got it. If you want to do that, you got to send me some money. I am involved in that community. Pay for play, buddy. Pay for play. Pay for play. Did I say that right? And I do know people who do have foot fetishes. I had a client once that had a foot fetish. That was one of the easiest clients because I'm just sitting there watching TV and he down there playing with my feet. And this one time, he liked strawberry ice cream as well. So I took a huge bowl. I put my feet in the bowl. Who is this calling me? Excuse me, y'all. And I put my feet in the bowl and I put the strawberry ice cream on top of my feet. Y'all, he was in heaven. I was just like, so I'm looking at him and then I'm just looking at TV while he eating ice cream off my feet, off my toes. Yeah, foot fetishes are interesting. I know quite a few people who have them. They're very interesting. And it was so funny because my feet never smell. And he would say, you know, can I play with a pair of like your dirty socks? And I'm like, well, they don't smell though. And so I had him go to a Zumba class with me. He was Caucasian. He had no rhythm, y'all. It was so funny. And he was so embarrassed. I'm like, nobody's looking at you but me. And so we did the whole Zumba class, and my feet were sweating, but my socks still didn't smell. I was trying to get them smelly for him, and my feet just, I said, I can't help it that, I always smell good. But, yeah. Pay for play, buddy. Powder down. With Fashion Fair said it loose powder and Truly Tony. I finished the skincare product, y'all. I went to use this today. It just squirted out like 2 little squirts. That is it. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Dermafusions Fill Plus Repair Serum. And it's in a face serum. I'm not going to open, excuse me for that glare, I'm not going to open a new one yet because I did open, as I mentioned, some of the City Beauty stuff. And I have my notes ready for when we do that live stream to do the review of those products. And it's working well. My skin is, I want to say my skin is a little happier, but I'm hesitating because when it was hot, I wasn't doing skincare. It was just too hot, and it was just like pouring off, not pouring, but it was just making me sweat more. And so I don't know if my skin is happy as it was before we went through that little heat thing, or is it actually happier with the addition of these products? And so I don't really know. Because my skin will tell me if it ain't happy. Hey, Dawn. How are you doing, Dawn? How you doing, Dawn? Trying to think of what else. There's something else. Oh, if you do content, I posted another video. Well, I shared another video on my community tab. A woman had her channel hacked. And so she talked about she did recover it. YouTube did help her recover it. But she talked about like what happened. She left out one piece of information she left out. She said that they were asking for like something, and it was a piece of information that she should have thought more about before she sent it. And she said she's not going to say what it is, so I don't know what it is. But that one piece of information, they took over her account. She said her phone even shut down. Like they just took over. And I remember how I felt when Instagram, when my channel kept getting, hacked, or they were saying it was hacked. And she has 2 channels. The one, thank you, Alexandra, for the floating heart. The channel she was on has like 25,000 subscribers. And her secondary channel, why are you calling me again? I don't know you. I don't answer numbers I don't know. And her secondary channel, this is when I was saying, or I'm asking someone else. Y'all let me know. To me, I've been looking more green lately. Like I've been looking more olive lately. Do I look like that to y'all, or am I just tripping? To me, I'm looking more olive lately. Y'all let me know. And not that there's much I can do about it, but I'm just curious because y'all know sometimes I'll be seeing people. I see dead people. Y'all know I'll be seeing things. You see a green undertone, a little bit, says Dawn. Yeah. And I do have some, like my forehead has a little olive undertone and my chin has a little bit of olive undertone. And I also, like, my cheek area is kind of neutral, but overall I'm golden. Like, it's just weird. Like, and most people don't have just one undertone. But I think it was last night's live when I was watching it back. I was like, my brows really do look good. Because sometimes I say, oh, my brows look okay. And then when I watch it on TV later, I'm like, girl. So I was like, they really did look good. And then I was noticing that I was looking kind of greenish. I was like, is it me? Or like, am I looking? And I'm using the same products. So the same products. And then in comparison, I'm just like, what? Anyway, let's get into this look. So we're going to use House Lab stuff. She didn't look like she had a strong contour, but we're going to use Deep Level 11. Y'all was wondering, and I'm like, am I tripping? Because y'all know I be tripping sometimes. Oh, so her secondary channel, she had like 2,000 something subscribers, but she talked about the process, and you can even hear these people be calling me and leaving messages. And I have a thing on my phone where it'll send you a text message, like a transcript of the voice message. And I'm like, I don't know you. But they'll be like, I'm calling about your tax situation. I don't have a tax situation. Yeah, I don't answer numbers I don't know. I do not. And so I'll get a notification for a voicemail and I'll just dismiss it. And then when I go to clean out my voicemail box, it'll be like 17 messages. So it's like, hi, I'm so and so, click delete. Hi, I'm so and so, click delete. Like, I don't even listen to it because why are y'all calling my phone? I don't know y'all and I don't have any issues. Yeah, I do. And a lot of people think I don't. Like, even like if I go to Sephora or something and they'll say, oh, you're neutral. I said, I do have some olive undertone, like certain parts of my face. And then they'll look at me again. And they be like, yeah, you do. I'm like, I know, I just told you that. Um, but to me, I've been looking more olive lately. And I'm using the same products. So probably because I get zero sun. For our blush, she did have on a poppin' blush that are tricky and call from local numbers. Yeah, and so sometimes I do report it as spam and block it, and then sometimes I don't because they do. I think they have like 7 or 8 or 9 cell phones because it'll be different numbers. And this one had a person's name on it. When it came up, I was looking up here at it. Um, but it'll be the same person saying the same things from different phone numbers. So it doesn't always make sense to like, oh, let me just block it because they'll just use another number. This is Size Guy. This is Watermelon Bliss. We're going to use both of these. Her blush almost looked like it was draped in a way. It tied into the red eyeshadow color she had up here because again, this part was smoked. And so we're gonna go a little heavy on the blush. Yeah, I never answer numbers. I don't know. And so we're going to put on the Size Guy first, and that's going to go back here, and Watermelon Bliss we're going to put up here. So we're going to use, I'm not even going to say the brushes because y'all see me use these all, I will. This F43 from Sigma. Real Techniques number 200, Real Techniques number 210. So this is the Size Guy. So she talked about, oh, shit. We're going to fix it. Watch how it blends out, though. Oh, shit. So she talks about, like, what happened, but she didn't say whatever that last piece of information was. So I don't even know. And she said a couple times, I'm not going to say what it was. I'm just saying, what was it? Like, was it your social security number? Like, what? But anyway, it was good to watch. And my heart was dropping as she was talking, even though it had passed. And she did, they were able to recover, YouTube was able to recover her channels. She's still waiting on if her monetization is back, though. So that part didn't happen yet. But even just listening to her, you can hear it in her voice that she was still feeling like some anxiety about it. And I remember when Instagram was messing up with my account, like every other month, like clockwork. It's just like, what the fuck? And so I was just kind of like feeling the feels for her. And, you know, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it feels like to lose your YouTube channel to hackers. And I don't want to ever know. But I do recommend that y'all watch that too. Because she was saying, like, with the emails, they wanted to collab with her, and she does do collabs. And she said everything sounded good. And so she asked a bunch of questions. You know, they sent her back a bunch of answers. She said everything seemed legit. And that's the thing. She said everything seemed legit until, like, the 5th message in. It was that one piece of information they wanted. And she thought, and she sent it. And then that's when they took over her account. And so sometimes it does seem like, okay, this is really nothing, but it is really something. But you can hear like the anxiety still in her voice, just even recounting that process. We're going to turn this over. We need a new one because it's over here too. This is the side we use, but we're going to go into Watermelon Bliss. Didn't that blend out nice though, y'all? Because at first, her blush was popping in that video. And if y'all want to see the picture, Tanya did post it on my community tab. But watch that video too if you do content. There's a lot of steps to the recovery process. She said they'll tell you something to do, you do it, and if that don't work, then they escalate it to the next thing, and if that don't work, they escalate it to the next thing. So she was at the very last thing where if it didn't work, it was just done. Like she just wasn't going to get it back. But she said that very, very last thing worked. And I thought about KK Superstar because when she when her channel was taken and she was able to recover it. I don't know the lady. I shared her video on my community tab. I forget her name. I've never seen her before or any of her videos. Um, but yeah, especially if you do content, or even if you're on social media platforms anywhere like Instagram, people may message you to collab, blah blah blah. Yo, look at this. Yeah, so I did share that. And I talked about WEB Du Bois earlier. There's a documentary on him here on YouTube. I did share that on my community tab too. So I be posting stuff. I really do. I really do. We're going to. Did I even say what that brush was? That was, I should know them by heart. This is the F11. Now we're going to take F03 for highlighter. We're going to use Fire Opal. Channel name is Hand Beauty 1. I don't know why I'm thinking Vanessa something. Because it was like Essentials, somebody, and then something else. That does not even ring a bell. Hand Beauty 101? That does not even ring a bell. But y'all know I be tripping, so that may be it. Huh. That rings no bells. But just go over to my YouTube page and click where it says posts, and you'll see the video under there. And if you want to know what live streams are coming up, click the live icon, and you'll see all the lives that we have scheduled. And so that was that. Fire Opal. You watch it. So that is the one? That's interesting. What am I looking for? I still feel like I'm missing something. We're going to take the, that does not sound familiar at all. Yeah, her blush was popping in that video. Oh, you wrong, sis. Alright. So I wasn't tripping this time. Maybe last time and maybe next time, but not this time. Okay. See where the fan is? Scandinavia. Makeup finishing spray. Bridal formula. Yeah, but even listening to her, like, you can still hear it in her voice. Oh, man. I forgot I had shadow on my lids already. Get it together, Dion. I don't know if I can. Like, do I ever really have it together? Do I really ever have it together? Yes. Yes, lot. Veronica. And I was thinking Vanessa something. I was close. I was in the V. Yeah, Vanessa says, and then her second channel is Essential Vanessa. One of her channels is Veronica Says, and the other one is Essential Veronica. Yes. We're going to use both of these inner rims, lower lash line. We're going to put, these are both matte color excess gel pencil eyeliners. We're going to put Skip the Wait List on our inner rims. I'm going this watermelon after this live. I just realized, Tanya, the last few lives, I didn't ask you and you didn't say like what you were snacking on. But we know after this live, you're going to go get some watermelon. But today has been a quiet day for me because I slept all day. I went to sleep this morning. It might have been like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Yeah. Oh, you're going to cut it. Hand Beauty 101 had the same thing happen recently. And I have been getting more emails lately. Companies talking about, oh, we want to collab with you. We love your channel, blah, 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 blah. One of them wanted to send me, well, they said, one of those gardening boxes that you can hang out your window or over the balcony. And I'm just like, somebody else wanted to send me some household essential stuff. I'm like, I'm in an apartment. Like, I don't, and y'all know I don't just get stuff to be getting stuff. Not usually. It's rare that I do that. I am getting a pair of socks. And if my first thought was, damn socks. But they're arch support socks. And I do have problems sometimes with my arch hurting. and like my foot will cramp up, and I was wondering, are my arches like trying to fall? I don't know. I haven't been to the foot doctor, and it doesn't happen often. It happens more so when I'm dehydrated. And so I don't think the arch is falling. I just think it's something with dehydration. But I'm not a foot doctor. I'm not a podiatrist. I don't know. So I thought, you know what? Yeah. So they're sending me that. So when y'all hear me talk about that, I'll be like, why the hell is she talking about arch support socks? Like she do makeup and skincare. I know. Y'all, that the company that sent me them colored contacts, there's a serious. I'm not gonna say that there's a disconnect. I'm just gonna say that they're extremely new. And I told you I had problems even finding their channel here and on Instagram. This one is Nudge Nudge Ink Ink. You know what? I'm not gonna use that because it's kind of reddish. We're gonna use the same one. Skip the wait list that we put on inner rims for lower lash line. And we're only gonna go like 3/4 of the way in, like we did last night's live stream. I did agree to do a video because when I get product, I do a video anyway. So for me, like that's not a big deal when they say, you know, can you do a video? I'm gonna do a video anyway. I'm gonna do a first impressions anyway. You know what I mean? And but then as I thought about it, I was like, I should do a live stream because number one, my lives get more views, and my lives do live a little bit longer than my videos do, and my video views suck, dry, stinky, crusty ass. And so I was thinking, we're going to take this Sigma brush, E31, and we just want to smudge this out a little bit. And so I'm thinking, because my lives get more views and they live longer than my videos, and if somebody has a question, they can comment it and I can answer right away. And so she had messaged me again. Oh, I'm glad it arrived because I had emailed her when it came in. And also, I'll get to a live quicker than I'll schedule a video. Last night, I scheduled 4 videos, and they're for June. Wednesday and Friday, the first 2 weeks of June. So I'm like, also, if I do a video, it's going to be a while before it airs. But she messaged me back insistent on doing a video saying a live is good, but they're trying to work with creators to do videos because they're evergreen and they show up in Google searches. I'm like, and I'm thinking, so do live streams. They convert to a video afterwards, and if somebody's searching for that thing, it does show up on Google. So I think like she just didn't know, and so I was explaining to her that, you know, she's saying she wants exposure for this new company. My lives will give more exposure than a video. Let me put toggle. Let me toggle really quick. But she was insistent. She went back to the beginning. She's like, well, you did say, my eyes tearing. You did say that you would do video, blah, blah, blah. So I gave up. I said, I will do the video, but just so you know, live streams turn into a video. And depending on how you title it, it is evergreen content. And you would get more exposure over a longer period of time with the live than the video, but I'll do the video. And I know I didn't have to, but I even went so far as to take screenshots from my YouTube on my phone showing her my live views, my video views, all of that stuff. So, but I'll do the video. This eye is tearing upward and downward. Oh, man. Why? And then there's a patch already. Y'all see that patch right there? Because my tears are wiping it away. Damn it. Now this one's tear. You know what? It's this fan. Shit. Let me turn that fan off. Shit. I thought I had it tilted up enough where it wouldn't cause my eyes to tear. And I turned it on yesterday and my eyes didn't. So what's happening today? What is happening today? So I'm just like, okay, I'll just do the video. And so I really just think that they're so new that they really just don't know. They really just don't know. And so even me explaining it to her, okay, you still want the video? Okay. I'll do the video. Because I did agree to do the video, because I do videos anyway, so it wasn't a big deal for me to be like, I'll do a video. So we're going to take Amber Lights, this shade right here. And so I haven't even used them yet. And so I need to, and I think I'm going to just open the black pair. And it'll be a video, which will probably get like 25 views. I'm gonna show how I put in and take out contacts. I wore contacts starting back in like 96. New to YouTube. The whole business is new. I had trouble even finding their YouTube channel here, and I had trouble on Instagram finding their Instagram channel. They are brand spanking new. Brand spanking new. And even like the number of followers and on Instagram, you know, when their first post was, they are brand spanking new. But it was just kind of like, okay, I'm trying to give you more exposure. But, you know, so I think she just doesn't know, because she keeps saying video. A live turns into a video. We're going to take this shade here, which is Flamboyant. Flamboyant. I'm going to put this next to it. So 96, back in 96, I wore, this is taking a little bit more to go on because I'm putting it over shadow versus the primer. And so I have worn contacts before. This company, and there's another company, because there was a company who sent Leah Evangelista on Instagram colored contact lenses. And so when this company contacted me, I messaged Leah and I said, is this the brand that sent you the colored contacts? Because she was saying too how they can do prescription colored contacts. And she said, no, it wasn't this company. So I was like, oh, okay. Both of this is still tearing over here. This is still tearing down and upward. And they do prescription, but I didn't ask for the prescription ones because I stopped wearing contacts, I think, in like 2019, because the VA will do an eye exam and do a prescription for glasses, and I get free glasses. If you want contact lenses, you got to do that on your own. And the way they explained it is because that's vanity. Like, you do not need contacts. You need glasses to see. If you want extra stuff, you got to do that on your own. And so contact lens at that time, the exams were like maybe like $130. The contacts for 2 boxes, because both my eyes are different prescriptions, it would run me like close to $300, even when 1-800 contacts would have a sale. And so as time went on, I'm like, you know what, let me just chill and just not do contacts. And so I didn't ask for the prescription ones because I don't have a current contact lens prescription. And so it's not weird. Somebody was like, you wear contacts? And I'm like, yeah, I used to wear contacts. And so it's not new to me. And I remember I showed it. They send a tool to put them in, a tool to take them out. But I will show that for one eye, and the other eye I'll show how I do it. I would just put the lens in my hand, put the contact lens solution in, and take my finger and pop it in. But I thought it was cool that they did send you the tools to do that. And the shorts that they have up, I'm guessing there are other PR people, or who they sent them to. They do show, you know, how to use the tools to put them in and take them out. And it is really easy and simple looking. So I'll do one eye each way. They expire 6 months after you open them, so I'm not going to open all 6 packs. Unless I just randomly wear them in videos. But, are they a reputable contact lens manufacturer? I don't think they're a manufacturer. I think they buy them from a manufacturer. Just like how we go to BJ's or Sam's Club or Costco to buy food. They don't manufacture food. We just go there to get it. So I think it's a situation like that. And if it is something like that, it could be the same place that the company that contacted Leah, where they get theirs from. It may be, like, I don't know. Yeah, but they're not a manufacturer. Even when we buy vehicles, like when I bought my Ford Escape, the dealership didn't manufacture that. They get it from the factory. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but so I was trying to help her. But when she pulled that, well, you did agree. I said, you know what? She's trying to play hardball. Okay, we play hardball, and you're not going to get the exposure you want. Because I really was thinking how to get them more exposure. Okay, live streams will do it. People can ask me questions right here, right now, and they get an answer right here, right now. And my lives do live longer than my videos do. Now we're going to take Do we want Worldwide Wine, or we're going to do this one? This is Embark because her outer corner was dark. And we're going to use this with an Hourglass number 3 brush. This is an Hourglass number 6 brush. And I almost said no to it in the beginning, but then I thought that would be nice for some of the collab looks that I do, to put in different color contacts. And so I was a tad disappointed that they actually expire in 6 months. Cause I'm just like, ew, like, am I going to use them? And not to say get my money's worth out of them because they're sending them to me, but. And going to the website, a pair might be anywhere from like $22.99 up to $34.99, depending on like what colors you want or whatever. So they're not expensive at all, but because they expire in 6 months, like if you really enjoy using different color contact lenses, I'm just going to keep buying them. Or if they have a sale, which I don't know if they do or not, just stock up. Because when I wore contacts before, they were like the soft deli contact lenses, but I didn't have to throw them away every day. And I would take them out like before I go to sleep and stuff like that. And some days I didn't wear them at all. And I would toss them when they would start to irritate my eyes, because they do start to deteriorate over time. And so there would come a time where I would put them in, like my eye felt like when I would blink, something was scratching my eye because the contact lens was deteriorating, and so the edges weren't that perfect round shape that they should have been. And so I would wear them until that happened and then toss them. But because I would have a box, and the box usually expired like that next year or 2 years away, and so I was able to have contacts for a long time. But when that last box went, I'm like, I'm not going to pay for that right now. I'm going to pay for the exam. Because it is true, I don't need contacts. And it is a vanity thing, and that's how the VA eye clinic said it. They're like, it's vanity. People just don't want to wear glasses. They wear contacts. You need to see. You need glasses. We'll give you glasses. And those are free, of course, which is great. But, so that's the situation with that. And so I was just like, I'm trying to help you out here, lady, but okay. And I was thinking too, like, as new as the company is, like, how long I've been doing videos. I know my numbers. I know my audience for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, lady. Okay. We're going to put something up here. Maybe we'll take that same shade that we laid down in the beginning to put up here in this area. Yeah, we're going to do that. This one we didn't use. Any shadow coming off of you? No, we didn't use that one. That one can go home. We're going to take a thinner brush. Do I want to use that brush? We're going to use that same brush. The one I just put away. And we're going to go back into Samoa Silk, this shade, and we're going to just put this up here. So this will blend that top line and also just put it, not even much color, under my brow arch. I'm starting to sweat. Excuse me. So this will be kind of a quick look. I did not see that she had lashes on, so we're not going to do lashes. Rihanna's look, it was obvious. I mean, they look natural, but I could tell that she did have lashes on. And maybe because this was a screenshot of a video that I didn't see them, but it didn't look like she had lashes on, so we're not going to do lashes. I'm going to turn this fan on again because I'm not going to complain, though, because it is not. Hi, Lacey. Oh, thank you for the gold coin. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Are we going to put anything lower lash line? We're going to take a little bit of Embark just for this area out here. Because she did have a little smoke. So this is different from yesterday, which is great because I'm thinking, oh man, we did a red look yesterday. Why does this brush feel stiff? It's not. This is a good brush for, and it's called Smudge Brush. It is a good brush for smudging out pencil eyeliner, which is what I used it for earlier, because it is kind of stiff. but not unbearably so. So this is basically the eye look. So we're gonna put this palette down, and I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing good too. I'm thinking we're going to do brown for our upper lash line. I know, right? What else for the eyes? That's it for the eyes. And the face. She did have a popping blush though. She did have a popping blush. Fluid line from MAC. This is Dip Down. Is it brown? Y'all, look at that hole in there from where it creased from my eyes tearing. I don't know why I feel like I need to show y'all stuff like that. Like, who points out the stuff that they don't want? I do. So sometime at the end of June or early July, you will see me do that video. The company is called Gold Star. GODE Star. Yes, the fan today. And it's weird because sometimes it makes my eyes tear and sometimes it doesn't. And I haven't changed the tilt on the oscillation. So I don't know why. But then sometimes my eyes are just more sensitive than other times, I guess. And I do need to open them and wear them. And I was turned off for a while, so that's why I haven't tried them yet. But they are still sitting here. I definitely do, though, need to wash the tools. Because y'all know I ain't putting nothing in my eye. I ain't washed it yet. Lancome Silk Booster Mascara Base for lashes. Also watching yesterday's live. When I was looking down, I could see my lash band. And I'm like, you know what? You did a good job this time. This shoulder just popped. Ugh. I think that's the best I did. Yo, I was howling when I first started. Thank you for the high five. When this lash was up here, I looked at that. I was cracking up, y'all. I was cracking myself up looking at that after the fact. Like, and even in the live, I was laughing. But just this was like, girl, that was looking so crazy. Oh my gosh. And it reminds me, it feels good to be able to laugh at myself. Like, even though sometimes I am like really serious, like when I went off on that rant yesterday. But then, you know, sometimes you just need to just laugh. But I was like, I was laughing out loud, cackling like a whole pen full of chickens. I was just like, oh my gosh, girl, that is crazy. But it turned out good though. I thought. Because sometimes when I watch back looking down, I can see how one is, you know, way out of place or whatever, or it's not at the base of my lashes. But I think those look pretty good. Yesterday was a good live. Brows was good. The lashes was good. So hopefully this will be another night, but we're not doing lashes tonight. Because I really couldn't even see her lashes at all. Not to say she didn't have them on, but I didn't see any. Those lashes are nice too. But the one thing I did notice when I went to take pictures, and I did take the pictures, this eye, you can clearly see the lashes. This one you really couldn't, except like on the outer, what is that? Except on the outer portion of my lid. And so I was just like, why is that looking like the inside doesn't have a lash on? So I don't know what that was about. Yeah, there's a hole where my teary eyes teared. Let me grab the palette again. We're going to take a clean brush. This is an Esom brush. And we're going to go into that same shade, Amber Lights. And we're just going to tap a little bit right where the teariness made a hole. And we're only going to just tap more here because we did the other side. And so that took care of that. It'll do the same thing though. It'll still create another hole, but for now, it's fixed. A lip. She had on like a pale pink lip. I don't have pale pink. Van Gogh red is an orange red. I am thinking, what's my lightest? The dog stepped on my phone and tried to report Janessa. I'm trying to find the lightest lip liner that I have. And then we'll just put a gloss on top of it. Because I don't have a light pinky type. Excuse me. Lip liner. This is Marrakesh. It's more, we'll use Marrakesh. This is a lip glazer from MAC. This is Moth. Night Moth is this. This is Night Moth. This is Marrakesh. Homophobic, LOL. Or it knows I'm a queer person. We're going to use Night Moth. Is that the right name? Yeah, we're going to use Night Moth. We're going to line and fill in and then just put a gloss on top. This is a lip glazer from MAC. It's the lip liner that's glossy. So, since we're doing glossy, we're going to leave on the lip oil, which is making this just want to go skirt, skirt. Can you add a pop of green near the outer V? Yes, I can. Pop the green near the outer V. I absolutely can do that. Replay crew and new people, members here, channel members, get to make requests. And this look was the request that Tanya made. If you would like to make requests for certain looks or certain color stories, becoming a member is the way to do that. There are other perks. That's the one I like the most. $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. If you click join, it will not automatically join you. It'll show you the perks, and then if they appeal to you, you click join again. It's a really quick, simple, easy process. And I know that because I am a member of other people's channel, and it is, less than maybe like 30 seconds to actually join. But yeah, do look at the perks. So I'm just saying all this, number one, because we want to have more members. And two, to just say it doesn't automatically join you, because there's a time when I wondered if people think if they click it they'll automatically be joined. $2.99 a month, and you can cancel at any time. This is pretty, like just like this. I like this. This is Night Moth lip glazer from MAC. Kinda in the crease, but toward the outer. Okay, let me wait. Okay. I'm terrified of blocking someone because I don't know how to unblock. Somebody here on YouTube? Yeah, you were wondering about the pink pill. Yeah, I don't have any pill pinks. Add a pop of green near the outer corner. Kind of in the crease, but toward the outer V. So if I go in the crease, you're not going to see it unless I look down because my crease is under the hood. But yes, we can do that. Where do I have a dark green? Ooh. You know what? Let's see what we have from MAC. Since we're using the MAC connection color, let's use one of my MAC BYOPs. This one has a few greens in here. This one. This is Trolls Just Need to Chill. MAC Time Palette. But these aren't green greens. I mean darker greens for outer corner. We'll put this one. And that shade is... Alright, I'm leaving the office and we'll see y'all. Still kicking when I get home. We will probably be done, but be safe getting home. That shade is Showbiz Baby. We're going to take... Let me read what she said again. In the crease, but towards the outer V. Trying to decide what brush I want to use. We're going to use this brush, the one I usually use to blend out up top. thinking I might want to use a different brush. We're going to use a different brush. This is a brush I normally use to blend out lower lash line. This is the Makeup Geek brush. So we're going to go into Showbiz Baby. This shade. So outer corner. Anyone interested in Natasha? I am. But I want to see it in person because the pictures online, and it did turn out to be lighting because two of the pictures in the same pose look like two completely different palettes. But then I realized it was the lighting. So outer V, okay, crease. So we're going to put it in the crease, which is right here. Let me read that again. In the crease, but towards outer V. So this is my crease right here. So this is what I'm saying. My crease is under the hood. And towards outer V. Yeah, I don't like it either. And I had posted on Instagram, I commented saying, so this is in my crease right here. And so when I look up, you barely see it, but we are going to bring a little bit over here, the outer V type. Does it look any different? I don't think, well, I don't know. But if I look down and raise my brows, as much as I can raise them from the treatments that I get, you can see it. I can see it in the mirror over here. Okay, I am seeing some green. Because I want the palette I see in certain light. Yeah, the picture where it looked dark and even the background looked dark, well, the palette packaging looked dark, I'm looking very green. I'm looking very, very olive. I don't know what's happening. Because I'm using the same makeup. Maybe because I have like 010, but I've had 010 for a while now. So, yeah, I'm looking very olive. What do I think? Yeah, definitely the when it looked darker, I'm like, yeah, that's definitely, I would definitely get that one. But it is the same palette. Morgan Turner, she's getting it. She will, and I appreciate that she says that she likes neutrals. She'll say, you know, she likes boring, you know, color stories. She is going to get it, and she does very thorough reviews and comparisons. And so I am looking forward to that. I did watch her shop or drop about it, and that's how I know that she is going to get it. But that's one I would need to see in store. It's not quite the same. I did a collage with that palette and with Lamb, with Xenon, just to see like how it would look as far as like pairing palettes with Golden palette with Warm. It is definitely different. Is it way, way different? No, because the tones are different. The undertones are different. But still, it's like, you know, we kind of have that in a roundabout kind of sense, in a roundabout kind of way. So, how's this, Tanya? I see a little bit of the green. But if I do get it, you're interested in a 2-lock? If I do get it, it'll be at the end of the year when she has her end of year sales, because those sales are good. And the no-buy is not over till December 31st. And so I will break the no-buy. We do have exemptions, so it's not really breaking the no-buy. But when I get it, it will be during that sale at the end of the year. It does look cool tone. Yeah, and so it's some of the shades look cool leaning neutral. Some look like they're cool leaning warm. And I don't like myself in all cool tone looks. And for me, I realized over time, it depends on what the actual color looks like. So we have this. I don't think her lip was not shiny though. Shit. And I don't have a pink. This is not a pink either, but this is a pretty nude color on me. Y'all know what? We might keep the lip the way it is, even though hers was a lot lighter than this. This is a dual comb. I'm not going to do that. But where's she in the sun, I think? If you're talking about the palette, no, because it was sitting on something. I believe. I could be wrong. Bare crust. I think we're just going to leave the lip like it is, because it was definitely a nudie lip. I mean, a light pink lip. And I don't have... This would be the closest, but let's put this on. A pink eyeshadow. Do I have pink eyeshadow? There's a pink one in here. That's chick. But then it's looking kind of lavender. There's no pinks in this palette. I'm going to put this on top of it. I think it'll still be darker than on Instagram. If you go to Instagram and in the search bar you put at Natasha Denona, it'll take you to the page that has the palette on there. This is V Cosmetics. Cosmetics is spelled with a K. I almost threw it away without opening it because I had it for a long time. This is pink. And it came in a subscription box. So y'all know this was years ago. And so I'm like, I'm gonna open this thing and be like, oh, it smells. But it don't. It don't smell. So I was like, okay. And then I was gonna still throw it away after I used it. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna need a pink for something right here. Right here. Right here. It is a nice formula. It feels okay. It feels nice. But then I am putting it over a lip glazer. My troll out was kind of going heavy with the blush because it did look like it was almost draped, except the outer corner was smoky. If it was yesterday's look where it was just all just that reddish tone, then I would have done more draping for this look. And so that's why I did this with the blush, to troll it out just a little bit, just a little bit. So this is the look. If there's bronze, gold, tan, could there be a silver coming up? There's a lot of silvers in Xenon, in the Xenon palette. She needs to come on and do a midi gloom. She needs to do. But I am interested in it, but I do want to see it. And I'm already thinking, and I know I talked about it last night, like, am I really going to keep it? Am I going to use it? Because I had bronze that went bye-bye. I had golden, I had warm, they went bye-bye. And so I am looking so friggin' olive. I'm like, what the hell? I'm glad y'all see it too, because I thought I was seeing things. She never did a midi rose. It looks like a muted, I need a warm to me. Yes. Someone said it looked like bronze, but bronze is a lot more red and a lot more warm. So looking at that palette against the other palettes, it does look different, but it still has that same mid-tone neutral vibe though. And so yeah, muted warm, I see that. So this is Tanya's look. I do see a hint of the green. That was a good call, Tanya. We have the cheek thing. Why am I looking so olive though? I'm using the same damn products. What I'm wondering right now is, there is a serum that I'm using, I suppose, to help with this coloration. So I wanted to see if it was going to help this disrespectful thing right there. Thank you, Janet. And the serum from City Beauty is also supposed to help with evening out skin tone and exfoliating and all that stuff. So I'm wondering if those products are lightening. Thank you for the heart. Is lightening not lightening my complexion, making my complexion more even. But what's tricky is, oh my God, Locke. It's supposed to just make the darker places look more consistent with your skin color. But I'm wondering now, like, is it really doing the stuff? Because I've only been looking more olive like in the last week or two. You're curious. Oh Lord. All right, Tanya, that wig or no wig? Because Locke is saying wig, but this is your look. I'm trying to get out of it. Tanya, if you say wig, well, oh my God. That wig, where's my hair clips? I know I got some right here. Because it falls right here and it's heavy. I know, right? She doesn't wear it. Damn it. All right, y'all. Fuck. I thought y'all loved me. Damn it. Oh, man. Y'all ain't right, man. Where's my hair clips that I keep at my station? I know I keep some. I thought I kept some right here, but I don't see any. But there are some right underneath where the wig was. it, y'all. I thought I had like 3 up here. Maybe I did put them back in here when I did the inventory. Or, you know where they are? Ugh. This is on top of the storage ottoman. This is where the clips are. So what I'm gonna do, these 3 clips, I'm gonna clip them somewhere here. We're gonna put this away. So that was inside the ottoman. The wig was inside the ottoman. Oh, let me put this back down. Ugh. Damn, y'all. Yeah, she did make an executive decision. Oh, shit, man. That's what gonna who I. The way it's just so much friggin' hair. What did I have on this one? Oh, that was shadow. The way it falls, y'all, it's just a fucking mess. I'm questioning if y'all really love me, because y'all and y'all conspiring against me. I love y'all. This damn thing. Yeah, so this is Carla. I have her life story on there. Janessa made up the backstory. I'm like, wait, let me write that down. So this is Carla's backstory. Damn it. Y'all ain't right, man. I'm thinking we done. This is gonna be like another 20 minutes with this damn Carla. So even though it came in the bag, it came inside of this, but there's no bottom to it. Damn it, y'all. And I did look on Amazon for wigs, but they want $30, $40. I'm like, nah. No, and it is in the net, and the glasses is stuck in the. The glasses is really cool though, and itchy. I don't know. Was it itchy? Carla is sassy. I don't know what's her backstory. Carla's backstory is a free spirit who runs a used bookstore, drinks too much Chardonnay, and is always singing 60s pop songs under her breath. She doesn't like iced tea, but waits until her hot tea gets cold before drinking it. So that's the backstory that Janessa thought up, and she did also name it Carla. All right, so we're gonna, y'all, this is just so much friggin' here. Is this the, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is the witchamajig, y'all. So we're gonna take it out of here. It's just so much hair. I have not looked on Temu. Y'all, this, so this is like the hairnet that holds the wig. This is like a whole, and I'm thinking we done. We're gonna be another half hour messing with Carla. And I did put the paper inside to just shape it, to put it away. And then it just, ugh. There was, I guess this is the wig cap. Oh, why was I thinking it was a separate, cap? And it just, what is this? And it just goes everywhere. Remember, this is still Locke's idea. You co-signed on it. This is your look. You could have said, no, don't put it on. Look, don't be trying to get out of it, Tanya. Like Locke said, you made an executive decision. She asked me, I asked you, this is your look, and you said, wig! In all capital letters. Don't be trying to backtrack, Tanya. And I'm going to remember this. Oh, man. No, you co-signed on it. I tried to get out of it asking you, wig! Man. I would say I look funny bald, but I'm close to bald all the time anyway. Oh, thank you, Locke. This does look weird. Oh, man. This damn... Fuck. And y'all see how it's just... How do I do this? Okay. Oh, fuck. So I'm trying to get inside of where that witchamajig thing is. Y'all are not right. because the cap does come down to cover my scalp, but it's getting it down. And once it is down, it does stay. This, this is oh my god. Dawn, you are funny. This is just, it's a lot. This is a lot of friggin' hair, and it is thick. All right, I think, see, this is what I'm saying. It's just like, the hell? Where's my, like the girl from The Ring? 7 days. The hell? And I didn't comb it out or brush it out because I liked how some of the curls did, how, I do like how the curls are. So I didn't brush it out. I didn't comb it out. This is trying to get the strands out of my face. You know what? This was easier than before. But it's thick. This is thick. This is thick. Damn. It is cute on me though, I will say that. It's just a lot. That's what it looked like. You got that one eye with all the hair just in her, and it falls just like. That's why that time when it was really hot in here, somebody said a wig. It might have been you, Jan. I'm not sure. So forgive me if it wasn't you. I'm like, it's too hot for that. Like that was an automatic no, because I'm like, it's like 90 something degrees in here. I'm like, that is a no right off the bat, because there's like stray hairs. It was just too hot to. I'm trying to put it back without showing the cap, because it goes like this. I don't like where this is, and look at all like the straight, y'all. Oh my god. Ugh. I feel like I'm in that movie White Chicks when she was like, that's how I feel, because it's like strays everywhere. I'm just trying to get them like out of, like away from the front of my eyes. All right, Locke and Tanya. Y'all, look at this. This is a lot of friggin' hair. I hope y'all can see. This is a lot of friggin' hair. I'm looking real green. I'm glad Locke and Tanya convinced you tonight. It wasn't even being convinced. It was Tanya's look. If she say yes, that's what it is. It was really just that simple. And it's not 90 degrees in here. Because before I'm like, no, it's too hot for that. Because this no. And then it's sticking to, okay. All right, Tanya. Oh my gosh. This is only, what, my third time wearing this? I did try it on when I first got it. And then I wore it in the collab look that Janessa and I did. So this is only my third time with Carla. This Carla is just a lot. I'm just trying to smooth down these pieces, but, and then the fan is blowing it too, but yeah. And I didn't dare brush it out because I'm like, I don't know what it would look like then. Where are you at? You're up here. So where, got bunny ears. Where are you? You're right here. So this is the look. Y'all. Okay, we're gonna go. Cause it's because I'll be sitting here for like 30 minutes trying to smooth it down and keep it out of my face. Okay. I do think Carla is really cool though. Carla's just thick. What Janessa say, thick milkshake. All right, we're gonna stop messing with this. So this is your look, Tanya. And this ain't nowhere near like no damn Whitney Houston, which is what your picture was. It's just a lot. Thank you, Alexandria. You petitioned for 1 wig, Carla. Oh my God. You need to put that in writing officially. And for some of the collab looks on Instagram, some of them do like the wigs and all that stuff. This is just a lot. This is a lot and it's long. But she is cute though. It's okay. Let me stop messing with it. Oh damn y'all. Carla once a month. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna write it down. Not that I think I'll remember. Not that I think I'll forget. So I'm gonna leave her on top of the storage ottoman instead of inside the storage ottoman. Just a petition and CTM will vote. Well, Janet already co-signed on it. If it were black, it looks so natural on you. I don't know, because my hair isn't black. My hair is dark brown and red. Yeah, so that would look too harsh, I think. Okay, so are we good, Tanya? We good? We good? We good, we going. Like it's working that membership. I know, so is Tanya. And Janet co-signing on stuff. Bravo, okay. Alright. Thank you, Tanya. Oh, damn. I should have kept it on for pictures. Oh, well. Too late now. Oh, I didn't even put the glasses on. That is one, too. Oh, my God. It's just like... Why I got an eyelash down here? Not here. Alright, we're gonna go. Woo! Alright, y'all. I will admit that was fun, even though I was complaining. It is fun, because Carla is cute. Carla is cute. It's just a lot. And she is so freaking thick. And then I'm going to have like strands of hair on me for the rest of the night. But we're going to go. I'm going to put her away, leave her on top of the ottoman storage. It's like tinsel, because yes, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. So we're going to go tomorrow. I don't know if is it tomorrow? I don't know if it's tomorrow or Friday. Well, anyway, we have 2 more members requests. Skinny Queen, which has been absent lately, so I hope they're okay. She sent me a look of 3 different green pictures and said just do whatever and roll it out and do whatever. So that's going to be really cool. Pink strands all over the apartment. And Michelle, the picture she posted, she did post on my tab. It's melted ice cream makeup face look. So I'm just like, I don't know if that's this week or next week. But anyway, you are welcome. It was fun. You're welcome. Like, well, really that your welcome goes to Tanya. Because y'all know y'all requested look. That's your look. So anyway. Replay crew, I do take the membership perk seriously, so I know you get a good belly laugh when you watch it. I'm sure I will. And y'all see my face glistening? Carla, she kind of hot, like literally. It's just so much and it's so thick. And then it falls like right here. So it's just like, if it fell back or to the side, it'd be different. Oh, good grief. But I did get it on easier this time than before. Just like with lashes, the more I do it, the easier it'll get. But no, I have not checked Temu for wigs. I know I don't want to spend a lot of money on it. And a lot of the ones on Amazon was like, it was just good for one wear. I'm like, I ain't spending $30 to wear a wig one time. I'm like, you're crazy. Just freaking... And I can't even ball it up to like just gather it and put it in the makeup trash. Sheesh. Okay. Damn. Alright, so we're gonna go, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow night. Carla does. No, she don't play. She thick and in charge and sheds. Yes, she is, for real. She's that thick milkshake that brings all the people to the yard. And I was so into trying to fix it, I forgot the glass. These glasses are really cool. We're gonna go. I know I'm just kind of babbling now. Much more fun than last night's rant. Like, these are like hella cool, but I'll leave these out as well. All right, we're going to go for real, y'all. Y'all. You're welcome, Tanya. Because I was thinking the look was basic except for the blush draping, and then you thought with the wig. When you see Whitney in the pink wig. Now, if it was a Tina Turner look, we could have pretended she wore a pink wig. Oh shit, I just gave y'all an idea. We're gonna go. I love y'all. Replay crew, keep rocking. I appreciate each and every one of you. As always. Yeah, I'm trying to not let that sink in. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the crazy Trollnation way. Thank you, and you'll see me tomorrow night.